Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, dog. Alert, alert, alert. 44, Mike, 44.
Now it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's right.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Crunch time, defense.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
180. Right there, 54 miles. Okay, double up.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Rosen's pass, incomplete, out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and pound it in with Dre. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Yellow. I'm the line. 83. It's out of time. It's empty. It's out of time. Let's go. Hey, we got 53.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Rosen will throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now it's Rosen looking. It's complete to Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, let's go. Yellow. Number 53.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was... Maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Frank Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing off it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. 15.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Complete to Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real problem.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Well, the second down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yellow. Yellow. 53. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Echo. 53 to Mike. 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50, Mike, 50. I'm coming for you. You must. Go, Mike.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 42-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
53 to Mike. 50.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Now it's Rosen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3rd and 6.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run with Drake. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Alert, alert.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Sanders' kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Yellow, underline. You.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 76 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, Sunday.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Right back to Dre. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. General West. Check hot route. Hot.
And they'll go on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, echo.
Rosen off the play action. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Check 3, check 3. Check 3. 218, chopper.
3rd and long here for Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go. Check to it. Yellow. Under 10. 10. Check. 66. Fully drive.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. from his end zone. Mahomes on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Net, 180. 950. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.